Urban Gardening Project. Learning alongside the masters.
Greetings to all nature lovers. Today, in Urban Crop Project, we dive into the challenge of facing some of the most common pests that lurk in our beloved gardens. But fear not, growers, because we have natural strategies to control them and protect our cherished plants. Plague number 1. Aphids. In the fascinating world of the garden, we encounter these cheeky intruders known as aphids. These small creatures can become a real nightmare for our crops. Aphids are tiny insects of green, black, yellow, or even pink color that feed on plant juices. They are known for their rapid reproduction, which can lead to massive infestations quickly.
Furthermore, they often gather in large colonies, weakening the plants and spreading diseases.
Did you know that aphids can reproduce without mating? That is, females can give birth to live offspring without the need for a male. Amazing, right? Moreover, aphids secrete a sticky substance known as honeydew, which can attract ants and promote the growth of harmful fungi in plants. This symbiotic relationship between aphids and ants can make their control in the garden even more difficult. But don't worry, gardener. We have natural methods to keep these intruders at bay. An effective option is to use a soap insecticide water spray. Simply mix a tablespoon of organic liquid soap, preferably fragrance-free and without additives, in a liter of water. First, spray this solution on the plants affected by aphids, making sure to cover both the top and bottom sides, like the underside of the leaves, where aphids tend to hide more. Soap will act as a dehydrating agent, eliminating aphids on contact. It's important to reapply every few days to ensure the infestation is completely eliminated. Another option is to use essential oils, like neem oil or garlic oil, known for their insecticidal properties. Mix a few drops of neem oil or garlic oil in water and soap and spray this solution on the affected plants. Moreover, encourage the presence of beneficial insects in your garden, such as ladybugs, parasitoid wasps, and lacewings. Can help control the aphid population naturally. What's up, growers? We're not going to let these bugs ruin our green paradise, right? Let me know in the comments if you're struggling with this pest. Pest number 2, caterpillars. These leaf detractors can wreak havoc on our valued crops. Caterpillars are butterfly and moth larvae and are characterized by their soft, segmented body and voracious appetite for plant leaves. They may vary in size, color, and pattern, but share the same passion for feeding. Did you know that some caterpillars can be poisonous or stinging? Some species have developed toxins to defend against predators. This can pose a risk to humans if they come into contact with them. Moreover, caterpillars are experts in camouflage. Some mimic the appearance of twigs or leaves to go unnoticed by potential predators. A clever strategy for surviving in the natural world. Let's keep these voracious eaters at bay. One option is the manual collection of caterpillars, simply removing them from the plants and disposing of them. You can also use biological control methods, such as introducing insectivorous birds or releasing parasitoid insects that feed on caterpillars. Another option is neem oil, a natural insecticide that affects the life cycle of caterpillars. Mix a few tablespoons of neem oil with water, soap, and spray this solution on the affected plants. Neem oil acts as a repellent and can also interfere with the development of caterpillars, preventing them from turning into butterflies and laying more eggs. Another option is the use of diatomaceous earth, a natural insecticide made from fossilized algae. Sprinkle diatomaceous earth around the affected plants and on the paths that caterpillars usually take. Diatomaceous earth has a microscopic sharp structure that pierces the bodies of caterpillars and other pests, causing their dehydration and death. Before moving on to our next pest, sugar mites, make sure to control the caterpillars with the different insecticides. Cover all parts of the plant, including the underside of the leaves, where caterpillars often hide. Reapply the insecticide as needed, especially after rain or when you spot new caterpillar infestations. Pest number 3, mites. Other persistent invaders in the garden are mites. But we won't give up on their presence, right, growers? Mites are tiny arachnids, barely visible to the naked eye, that feed on plant juices. They multiply quickly in warm and dry conditions, making them a persistent pest in temperate climates. Did you know that mites are some of the most prolific organisms on Earth? It's estimated that there are thousands of different species adapted to a wide variety of habitats, from the jungle floor to the sea, even to the dust in our homes. Additionally, the mites are known for their ability to spin fine webs on plant leaves, which can make early detection difficult. Spiderwebs act as shelters for mites and can be a telling sign of infestation. But fear not, gardener. There are ways to control these intruders in your garden. Pay close attention. One option is to use an insecticidal soap spray. It works by dehydrating mites and can also break the webs where they hide. Additionally, you can use vegetable oils like neem oil, which act as repellents and suffocate the mites. Prepare a solution by mixing a few tablespoons of neem oil in water with a bit of insecticidal soap. Another alternative is garlic extract, which acts as a natural repellent for mites. Crush several garlic cloves and let them soak in water overnight. Then, filter the solution and spray it on the affected plants. The smell of garlic is unpleasant for mites and can help keep them away from your crops. Remember to wear gloves and protective glasses when handling insecticides. Moreover, do a test on a small area of the plant before applying the full treatment to make sure it does not cause any harm. Apply treatment early at the morning or at the end of the day to avoid harming other beneficial insects that may be in your garden. Did you know about these insecticides to fight mites? Let me know in the comments if you know other organic insecticides for this pest. Pest number 4, snails. Wow! These mollusks can wreak havoc on our plants. Snails are terrestrial mollusks that slowly slide through the garden in search of food. They are attracted to tender leaves and young shoots, leaving behind a characteristic slimy trail. They are nocturnal, preferring to come out to feed at night when the ground is moist and cool. During the day, they usually hide in dark and damp places to avoid dehydration. Did you know that snails are hermaphrodites? This means they have both male and female reproductive organs, allowing them to reproduce with any other snail they encounter. Don't worry, gardener. There are ways to control these voracious eaters in your vegetable garden. One option is to create physical barriers around your plants using materials like crushed eggshells, wood ash, or even copper strips. These materials create uncomfortable surfaces for snails, keeping them away from your crops. Another effective strategy is to use snail bait like beer or molasses diluted in water. Snails are attracted to the sweet smell and fall into the trap, where they drown. Just make sure to empty and refill the traps regularly to keep them effective. Very important, check your traps regularly and remove the caught snails to prevent them from becoming a breeding source. Also, make sure to keep the area around your plants free of debris and fallen leaves, as snails tend to hide in moist and dark places during the day. Pest number 5, whitefly.
The white flea is a tiny insect, white or pale yellow, that feeds on plant sap.
They often are found on the underside of leaves, where they suck the plant juices and can transmit viral diseases. Did you know that the whitefly reproduces quickly and can multiply in large numbers in a short time? This makes it an especially challenging pest to control in the garden. Moreover, whiteflies are attracted to warm and moist conditions, so it's important to keep a good level of ventilation and humidity in your garden. Garden to discourage their proliferation. Let's control these intruders in your garden, shall we? One option is to use yellow sticky traps for the whitefly. Place yellow cards or boards covered with glue around your plants. Whiteflies are drawn to the color yellow and will get stuck on the glue when they try to land on the traps. Regularly check the yellow traps and replace them when they're covered in whiteflies or dirt. This will help maintain an effective barrier against pests. Moreover, make sure to keep your garden clean and well ventilated, removing weeds and plant debris, which can serve as a refuge for whiteflies. Good growers we have been, learned how to deal with some of the most common pests that lurk in our gardens using natural methods and environmentally friendly. Let me know in the comments if you want us to include other common pests from the garden for an upcoming video. Remember, balance in the garden is key to keeping our plants healthy and happy. So let's go out and protect our gardens with love and care. See you in our next episode of Urban Crop Project. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so you activate notifications for our new videos. Remember, growing at home means eating fresh and healthy. And if you want to learn about 5 innovative fertilizers for the garden, I invite you to watch the following video.